Would-be cats produce a
Would
litter?
it be possible?
It's a backseat.
You want to know
I am
how
so
many
sorry.
how many children?
No, we want to
No,
know.
well, what
could
is
you?
the child? Is it just a normal
What
cat?
would
Please
come
say it's
out?
just a normal cat. I don't want a tabaxi
Don't
child.
say it.
Don't say it's a tabaxi
Look,
child.
you're already being the embodiment of a fur.
It's a furry, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's all gonna come down to a couple of animal handling checks.
1 second. Can I change your nickname? I want to change Coffee's. Yeah, I can. Mother of furries.
All right.
Wow.
How do I
Back to.
When will I learn?
There's
When
only a
will I
couple
learn?
minutes
Oh my
left.
God.
We just
that
gotta kill
none
some
of this-
gnolls, and then we're good. And I'll continue to apologize all week until next week will be better. I can guarantee it because this is pretty janky so far. I swear I've done this before, and it hasn't been like this.
I mean, worst case scenario, we just go late to make up for it.
It wasn't even my Wi-Fi, which is sometimes I get told that it's because I'm using Wi-Fi, not landline, but the whole house went down. I reset the router.
It's just your ISP trying to.
I'm actually curious if the website went down. Sometimes it it. Yeah, I think it did. I'll have to fix that later. Anyways, who stuck it out? It says 0 viewers. That's not right. 3 viewers.
Still
that stuck it
there,
out?
but it's not coming across.
All right, where were we? I believe Zarek had just blew his lightning everywhere.
Yeah, I just blasted my lightning load.
It's back top of the initiative.
It is. It is back at the top of the round. We're at Whisper, who's no longer invisible as far as the DM has decided.
Okay.
But you aren't in combat with anybody, so you are free to move around and kind of get a good, nice shot on whoever you want. You got 3 gnolls in front of a barbarian that are all varying degrees of ouch. You've got a bow user who is currently locked on with a witch bolt, but doesn't look very harmed, and a completely fresh gnoll on our druidic friend.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna. I will. I'll go ahead and hit the one that's on our druid. We can take any of them alive if we want to take something alive.
Okay, I believe you can use a bonus action to move the hunter's mark.
Yes. So I will move. I will move the hunter's mark. Do I need to move to get sight, or do I have sight from where I'm at?
Oh no, you're good. Don't worry about it. You can
Okay.
basically see the whole battlefield from your vantage point. You're pretty much good to go.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and roll to hit.
Yeah, go for it. Don't miss.
1.
Natural 1. Natural 1. No, 18. 18's good, my friend. You definitely hit. And 9 points of damage. Roll that hunter's mark.
Let's see.
You could just roll 1d6 if you want.
Yeah, that would be better because that other thing is.
Yeah, it's doing some weird stuff. I don't know what we were reading. I was going to say, hey, maybe they got covered. No, you don't have to worry about that. You got sharpshooter. All right. A total of 11 points of damage. That's a good shot. It gets him like through the armor. Kind of like in the shoulder, and its arm goes slack, and then it brings back the shield back up again. It doesn't look good though. You've bloodied this guy with one single blow. But now we're on Knoll Town. We're in Knoll Town. Population, you guys. I'm gonna roll a 50. I'm gonna say. You know what? I'm gonna say everybody could potentially be hit by this longbow. He could just pick everybody evenly. I don't think he's really. Redwood is actually gonna get shot. So, Redwood, you're gonna get attacked by a spear, and you're gonna get shot with a longbow, and then we're gonna get 3 spears on Zarek, which, by the way, is very close to my actual name, which is Derek. You guys all still there?
There's a generator for that.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. I'm just so used to the technical issues. When there was a slight silence, I was like, "Oh God, disconnected
Yeah,
again."
you're back at stage 1 again.
My internet rolled a nat 1. So done.
Been rolling one.
People are always like net 0, and I'm like, no, I rolled a nat 1.
It's net 1.
Net,
Your
net
computer.
1, nat 1, net. Okay, so we'll do the stuff on Redwood first. We got a spear. 21 to hit. I think that's gonna get you.
Yeah, definitely.
And a 14. Does a 14 hit you?
Oh, it misses.
Because you got that studded armor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the longbow arrow zooms past your head, but as you're dodging out of the way, the spear comes in and cuts across your chest, and kind of like tussles your fine outfit that you purchased earlier. And you will take they're one-handing it, so you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Not so bad.
And the other, the silver tie. Why'd you make me change ties?
Second change tie request when I found out the silver was bad luck.
All right, we got 3
ignored it.
spears coming at you. We got an 11. That's probably a miss. A 15.
That hit fairly.
And a nat 1. So you only got to deal with 1 hit. And it's going to be halved.
That nat 1.
What?
What happens to the nat 1?
It misses you.
It's just not a fail.
Do you want like something crazy to happen to the knoll?
No, I was just wondering if you were going to do something like that with nat 1s.
I can. When
It's your
fun.
call.
When it's fun, I like to do it. When it's like a group of enemies attacking, I just don't really care. I'm just trying to move on with the story. But when it's something epic that the player's doing and it's funny to have, I don't usually penalize too heavily. I think in the main campaign, there was a situation where someone rolled a nat 1 when they were doing like a shot before the combat even started, and they started combat prone, and it didn't matter because they immediately got back up again and they were shooting, so it didn't really affect anything, but it was kind of thematic. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. In this situation, I don't really care about the knolls at all. I care about the fact that the spears come at you and you're like, you're blocking and getting out of the way, and one of them hits
They
you.
bounce off upon my scales.
Yeah, it would have done 5 points of damage, only does 2 points of damage because you are a raging Cajun and you're okay. And that's it for the knolls. Lars, you're up. You got that witch bolt trained on too. You can just roll damage.
I'm to do a 1d. Oh, let's go. That one works better. 5.
5 points of what kind of damage does it do? Does it actually do lightning?
Let me check.
Because if so, we've done a lot of shocking.
Yeah, you guys are just lightning all.
We electrocute.
Unlimited power.
Oh,
So,
That's
I think
my
it's electric.
gimmick.
Yeah, it's electric. Lightning
Safety
damage.
and security.
I have a
I'll take-
question about
Do
witch
it.
bolts. Can you stack them?
Can you stack? What can you stack?
Witch bolts. Like multiple witch bolts per target? I've never used the
You
spell.
can if more than one person has witch bolt,
Okay.
but it's concentration, so you can't like yourself do it more than once. maybe if you had some kind of sentient weapon that was like doing doing its own witch bolt, like you build like a cannon and it starts witch bolting, and then you witch bolt, and then homebrew. Okay, moving on. Unless you're doing anything else beyond the witch bolt.
Nope, I don't think so.
Sweet, sweet zaps. I will not miss it this time. It is Zarek's turn.
Yep, so I'm going to look at the one that got hurt the most, and I'm going to bring my great axe right down on it.
Awesome. Yes.
Except they don't.
Should have done it. You should have reckless. I don't know what you were doing.
You're right. I forget I have that.
Yeah. You bring your axe down on where it was. Sadly, it's set. You're like, I gotta leave my targets. You're supposed to hit where it's going, not where it is. And you feel kind of bad about it, but yeah, you just hit the ground hard. And we'll see if that matters. If you get hit by a bunch of spears, I'm gonna flavor it. Is that it for you?
I can do this round.
All right. Moving on to Redwood. What would you like to do?
I want to cast Entangle on the lad in front of me.
Okay. I don't entirely know what Entangle does, but it sounds awesome. Turn the ground in the area difficult terrain. A creature in the area when you cast a spell will succeed on strength or be restrained. It can use its action to try to get out. That's all it does, is it restrains it. Okay. It has a strength. Is DC 13?
Yeah.
Oh, it rolls only 9. So yes, the vines creep up its legs and its body, and it's restrained. So now if you wanted to move away, there will be no attack of opportunity, as far as I understand.
Yeah, I'll move a little bit away.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. So it's also like it's got an arrow in its arm too for when it got shot by Whisper, and now it's completely just like struggling and stuck there. And we'll see every turn if it can break free. Is that it for you? Right?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Top of the order with Whisper.
I'm gonna... Let me see. That one's restrained.
Yes.
And then there's the 3 attacking our barbarian friend, and then there's the one with the witch bolt on it.
Yes.
I will... Let me see.
Let's see this sweet artwork.
I still have you know what? No, I'll just
Yeah, you have
move.
Hunter's. Yeah, you can move it.
Yeah, I'll just bonus action move Hunter's Mark to the one that got. I'll hit the one that has witch bolt on it.
Okay. Going for the longbow.
Yep, take out the other longbow. And I will hit.
Prove your worth.
Ugh, that's a big ol' whiff.
Well, you were shooting at the one with the longbow who does not have a shield. His AC is a little lower, and a 14 does hit him. So
Okay.
you can roll Hunter's Mark as well on top of that 5.
I'll do the...
There we go. That's some good damage. Nice healthy 8 points of damage. You hit it in the shoulder. It has trouble holding its bow, but it's going to get ready to fire as the gnolls are getting ready. Nope, let's roll it. It's going to fire on Whisper this time. So Whisper's going to have an arrow on him. The restrained one, I have to see if it gets out. It does not. It's still tangled up in those vines. And then the 3 are going to be on our barbarian friend. But I will fire the longbow on Whisper first. Oh, critical hit. Sorry, my friend. You're going to take...
Okay.
It's bouquet. You take 7 points. Not actually that bad. Piercing damage. Rolled a little low on the damage there. As he returns the favor, and you take an arrow, and it's kind of... It's hit you, and you can feel it go in, but it's also stuck in your armor. So it's like... The tip is like poking into your body, and you can feel a little bit of hurt, but... Luckily, your studded leather... Right? You're the other one with studded leather? Yeah. Is keeping you a little bit protected. It's not padded. And then we got 3 stabby stabs on our barbarian friend. An 18, an 11, and another 18. So it's 2 hits. You were busy trying to pull your axe out of the ground, and you weren't able to evade all these guys. One of them does 5 points decreased to 2, and the other does 4 points decreased to 2. So you take a total of 4 piercing damage. Our barbarian friend. I'm pretty sure you've got like a crazy health pool, though. I'm guessing you're still like not
1
even...
HP at my max, and I'm down to 28.
So you're not even bloodied yet. You're still pretty healthy. Still pretty good. And we're at Lars with your witch bolt trained on that. The guy you're aimed at is looking pretty beat up. If you roll well here, he might vaporize. Oh yes.
10.
A 10? Yes. He just like the energy travels through the witch bolt and just like explodes its chest cavity, and it's on the ground. Dead. You got it.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does.
Finally killed it.
Enough lightning will kill a gnoll.
Speaking of
Indeed.
teamwork, cat lovers.
Yes.
I've just seen it.
Is
I'm
on
sorry.
the
Is that
it's
the
on the
end of
barbarian
your
now,
turn,
correct?
I'm up.
Lars?
Yes. Oh, wait.
Is that it? Is that all you're doing? The witch bolt, and then you're done? I'm gonna take that as a yes and go to Zarek.
I'm gonna successfully pull my great axe out of the ground and take another swing.
Yeah, go for it. Going for the hurt guy. A 14 is should have went reckless. Nah, 14 is not gonna do it. They got shields. These guys, there's shields on the spear guys. It takes it on the shield instead. And they get ready to come at you again. Is that it for you?
That's all I can do until I level up again, where I get my second attack.
Fair enough. Yep, that's right. Level 4. You only really got. You rage and then you just swing once a turn until they're dead. Right? That's it. All right, Redwood, your turn. There's just the 3 on Zarek right now because the one is tangled up and can't really do anything at the moment.
Is
How
the tangle
far-
concentration?
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say?
It is concentration, but I didn't take any damage and should be fine.
Oh, actually, sorry. How much damage did Whisper take? You have to do concentration for your Hunter's Mark.
Oh, good point.
think you-
What do I?
I think you took 7, so then the DC is... I think you have to beat a 17, am I wrong?
Is it just? I have no idea. I always thought it was just DC 10, but that might be Warcaster.
Give me a second. I could be thinking of something else. Maybe it is just always a 10. Components verbal. Concentration. Yes. Taking damage. Whenever the DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher. Oh, okay. So
I
yeah,
just
so
make
it's
a
10.
Constitution roll.
Yeah, it's just a Constitution save for 10. I was making it much harder.
Saving. Okay. So just that then. I'm good.
Awesome. Yeah, you are not phased. This Kanku has been through a lot of business, and it's ready to keep going. All right. Sorry, I think we were on Redwood asking you what you wanted to do.
Yeah, how far away are the gnolls on our barbarian path?
Like 10, 15 feet from you. Like, it's pretty close. You can kind of get wherever you want to position yourself on these guys if you want to get close, or you can move further away.
Oh, no, I don't have to, because Horn Whip is 30 feet, so I could just hit one of them.
Okay, and it'll potentially pull them off.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I get
There's one that's a little bit more hurt. Is that the one you want to go for?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll
And the
damage. 22 is gonna hit.
Since it's being pulled out of my attack range, would I get a hit it with an attack of opportunity?
It has to leave voluntarily. So that's 9 points of damage. That's a really good thorn whip. Yeah, you whip it good as those thorns wrap around it and slash and chew at its body and pull it. Is it 10 feet? Is that how that works?
Let me check real quick.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna move while we're looking
yep,
that up.
it's 10 feet.
Awesome. So yeah, he's just kind of floating in the middle of combat, not on anybody right now. We're gonna move to Whisper. What would you like to do?
Let me see. One of them is restrained, and 3 of them are beating up my new barbarian friend.
Yeah, one of them is looking real bad though. Just got whipped.
Okay, I will go ahead and move my hunter's mark to that and roll back.
Sounds good. Oh, geez, is that a crit?
Oh.
No, because you have +5, don't you?
Yeah. Roll.
That's still 10 points of damage. You don't even have to roll Hunter's Mark. That guy has expired. This time your shot goes right through its head, right into an eye. Comes up the other end, down. You got 3 gnolls remaining. And it's the gnoll's turn. We're going to have the one try to break out of the binds. 14, yes. He will successfully break out of the entanglement this time. I believe he has to end his turn when he does it, though. So he's going to break out of the vines and be standing there ready to fight. And then we've got 2 guys stabbing at our barbarian. Ooh, I think those are both going to hit. A 19 and a 20-something.
Yeah.
Oh, and they rolled max damage on them. So we got a 4 reduced to 2 and a 7 reduced to 3. It doesn't even matter how much they roll. They can only do 2 to 3 damage. So 5 points of piercing damage. You soak up. I think you're starting to feel it at this point. That might actually put you under half, I would think.
Nope.
No? Oh, well then...
I'm still like 2 points above half.
Awesome. Okay, well then your team isn't even worried about you. You are just looking like the tank you were built to be. Lars, what would you like to do now that you are freed up from your witch?
Yeah, I'll go shoot one of those guys attacking a barbarian with a firebolt.
Awesome. Yeah, go for it. 18 definitely hits. 8 points of fire damage. That's a good one. It's actually looking pretty hurt. You put it past half as it tries to beat the fire out of its fur. As you definitely left it singed. It's going to feel that one in the morning if you don't kill it in about 30 seconds. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right, moving on to Zarek.
Yeah, I'm going to reckless attack this time and just bring down my axe on the one that didn't just get fire bolted.
Nice. The one that did get...
Not.
Oh, no, the more healthy one. Okay, sounds good. 23 is definitely a hit. Let's double check for criticals. Nope. All right, but we're going to take the 11 slashing from the bigger
13
hit.
because I'm raging.
Yeah, another 2. So 13 points of damage. As you just chop right through. It actually, like, you take a hand off as you come by it.
Yeah, I'm just roaring with rage from 3 misses.
Yeah, for sure. So it actually, like, drops its shield and it's lost a hand. It's still got its spear. It's still ready to come back and get you if it gets its turn again. But it's looking super close to death. Redwood, what would you like to do? There are 3 gnolls. 2 of them are looking bloodied. 1 is looking really bad, just lost a hand. And none of them are entangled anymore. So one of them is going to either attack you or the barbarian because he's kind of floating.
So I want to cast entanglement again on the one who freed himself. Because excuse me, he should be not free. How rude of you to escape.
Tied up for future mind.
And then as a bonus action, I'll cast Healing Word on our barbarian friend, just in case, you know. Gotta whip out the flute at least once.
Okay, awesome. Sounds... Actually, sorry, you can't cast 2 non-cantrips in the same turn.
Really? But a Healing Word is a bonus action.
Yeah, you can't cast 2 spell slot spells in the same turn.
Oh, didn't know that.
Even if
Guess I'll just entangle the fella.
Even if you have like action surge, you still can. There's a rule limiting you to like. So if you had a fighter that also knew spells and they action surge,
Right.
you still can only do like 1 fireball.
Funky didn't know that. The more you know. Just entangle. The drill.
So you're still gonna cast entangle, or you could do the thorn whip and a healing word if you wanted. Because the thorn whip's a cantrip, so you can get away with doing them both.
I
in one turn.
could. But do I feel bad enough for our barbarian? You know, yeah.
You can always heal him after.
True.
Yeah, or let him die. I mean, that's allowed too.
Or let him die, yeah.
I feel bad about it, so
Okay.
guess I'll attack the one that
Well
was
enough on health to slaughter
the
the other
other
2 I
one-
don't miss again.
I'll attack the other one with Thorn Whip and then cast Healing Word.
Okay. Are you hurting the one that's missing a hand or one of the other 2?
The missing
2.
hand
Okay,
one. That's
awesome.
15
Yep,
land.
15 hits. You can roll damage.
That did not roll. Come on.
Let's see if you do enough.
There we go.
22?
Wait,
That's not right.
Wait, did I probably...
Gotta roll damage. I'm
Press
wondering if
the
last
wrong
time that
thing.
even... Yeah, last time I took 9 damage. I don't
Wait,
think it even
that-
does not. I don't think you can
Do
even
I
do
have
9.
to click? Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, it's a d6. You
that's
did
what
9
I'm
damage on a
supposed to
d6 last time. Oh well, you know. It's okay. It's fine. It was one of those
Sorry.
non-Euclidean dice. 5 damage is actually not enough to finish it off. It is on death's door as the thorn whips like wrap around its neck and start piercing its throat. And it's bleeding and it looks like it's gonna pass out, but it's managing to hold consciousness momentarily. But you can do the healing word, which you did, and heal the barbarian for 4 hit points. Awesome.
Wait.
It's like an entire melee round.
Yeah, excellent. We're at Whisper. You've got there's a gnoll on death's door, and then
To take alive.
2 more pretty hurt ones.
I'll hit one of the ones in the barbarian.
Okay, sounds good.
Do I need to move my hunter's mark again? I think I do. Correct.
Yeah, probably. I kind of forget who it was on. I think it was on the last one that died, actually.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. So I'll move hunter's mark and then shoot.
Sounds good.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay. Oh, yeah. 8 points of damage, and then you can roll that hunter's mark, and if it is just enough... Yes! That's what you needed. Ah! Right in its heart. It fights it for a second. It's like, but the blood isn't pumping into its body, and down it goes. And it is the gnolls' turns, but they are so toast. So the one that's the one that has its arm missing and it's like bleeding out
Wrapped
It goes.
around
It
the neck.
has to go in for a stab. It's accepted death at this point. But the other one decides it's gonna book it, and so it's gonna run away. And
Would it run right past me?
I'm gonna give it to you. You know what? You asked. Yeah, you can have. It's gonna because it's in a. It's scared. It's running. You can have your opportunity attack. With
Great
your
axe.
Big
don't
axe.
Fail me now.
You have reckless too. You reckless and you
Yeah,
get it.
reckless actually.
Yep. So you'll get another 8 points.
That's
10
10
points.
points.
Which is
Yeah.
actually not enough to kill it, but you hamstring it so bad that you cut it on the leg there, and it's bleeding out, and it kind of limps, and it only manages to get 30 feet away, even though it uses the dash, and it's still in everyone's range. The one that the one that's dying though does get to attack you with advantage, and manages only a 15. Is a 15? No. Yes, it does hit.
Is my AC.
Oh, he gets one last poke in before he finally perishes.
This one I'm taking alive.
7, so 3. Oh, yeah, you can. So you take 3 damage from that total. Lars, you're up.
You know what that poor thing running away hasn't realised? Like, my fireball has a range of 120 feet.
Yeah, you guys have the ability to definitely pick him off as he runs.
Yeah.
But he's not
yeah.
thinking about that. He's just thinking, I gotta get out of here!
Yeah, he's not getting away. I have a range of 150 feet.
13. A 13 is not good enough, actually. So
Just
you shoot
whizzes
at
right
it.
by his shoulder.
Yeah, it manages to scrape across its shield. It brings it up and kind of catches it, and it's like... It didn't do it on purpose. It kind of like trips and like hits it with its shield as it's going. Is that it?
Yep, come back here, you coward.
Zarek. You've got a basically dead Knoll right in front of you.
Intimidation check to make it surrender, and failing that, just bludgeon it into unconsciousness.
Sure, yeah. Go for intimidation.
13.
I think you might still have to swing. Go
Bringing
for
down
it.
my great club.
Sure, you can do it with the great axe. You can do non-lethal with any melee weapon. You know what? That's good. You had to do 1 point of damage, so I mean, yeah, for sure. You strike it with the club, and it falls into unconsciousness on the ground. Yeah, non-lethal, so it's not even bleeding out. I mean, it's hurt really bad. If you were to leave it for like 3 hours, it would probably die, but I think you can.
Get killed by something else before then.
Yeah. Redwood.
Eaten
If
by
you
rats.
want, there's one Knoll running away. Could maybe Thorn Whip it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Wait, since Thornum's a cantrip, can I do the Entangle thing? Or am I dumb again?
Entangle is a spell slot. It's not a
Yeah.
cantrip. You'd have to cast 2 cantrips to
Oh,
cast.
we already
twice.
have one taken alive.
Well, like you can I believe Thorn Whip and Entangle are both actions, so you need.
Oh, I'm dumb.
I know
yeah.
it's silly because there's like
There's
2
Thorn
different
Whip.
rules, and it can't.
I got
Sometimes you
you.
think of you start confusing cantrips with bonus actions. And it's like no. I got an action and a bonus action, but I can only cast 1 real spell, and then so you're juggling like 2 different types of resource management at the same time almost. Don't worry,
Yeah,
our bard makes a
dragging-
mistake as well. So
I'm dragging the coward back in. Come here.
all right, yeah, 20.
Damn.
20 is enough. Yeah, you drag him in, but like you also like kill him as you're doing it, and yeah, you guys are good. You successfully
He's
defeated
gonna
the
go
Knolls.
around decapitating the corpses with his great axe.
Yeah. Why not? I mean,
So I'm just gonna leave the unconscious Knoll to be mind warped by the sorcerer,
oh right, because he's
Yes.
can like read
so we can
minds.
find out where they live and butcher more of them for better rewards.
There are more of them, for sure. But we're gonna have to
No, you
deal
just-
with that a different night. We've gone a little
Oh,
late,
yeah.
but I wanted to make up for the fact that I had made so many errors, and I wanted to finally get through a combat. You guys did great. I hope you guys had fun, even though we had some issues. And next week I will have more content like finalized for you. hopefully I can give you some maps, maybe of Ironfell or the Underworks.
Or wherever this Knoll village
Or
will be
yeah,
that
or
will
I'll give
burn
you
to the
the
ground.
layout of the knolls. Yeah.
Because I'm going to go full Goblin Slayer on these
It's
Knolls.
okay. I have a good idea for villages. I have lots of fire.
Derek has lightning.
You're
Oh
just
yeah,
having
Reserve
like,
Lightning.
flashbacks right now.
Okay,
So
so
what?
I am gonna end the stream, and I like to end it by I'm just gonna count to 3, and then all of you can just say goodbye at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Goodbye.
Holidays.
Join us again next Sunday or Wednesday. We have a game on Sunday as well.